the laptop was getting annoying, so I have my iPad now instead. Also, I have a different angle because, frankly, my desk is always messy and I don't want you guys seeing that all the time. So. Hi guys, it's Rowan again, and welcome back to the hobby haul. Today, I'm finally doing another plant video. As many of you probably know, I have sort of fallen out of my love for plants, and a lot of my plants had died since I've moved into college, just because I don't care about them as much. I'm also planning on getting rid of a few, but the one love of plants I will always and forever have is my love for pothos. I don't know why. They've just always been my favorite. They're so easy. I just look at them when they look like they're about to die and I water them and they're okay. That's just how it goes. So they're super low maintenance, and since I have such a busy life right now, that's perfect for me. It's perfect. So today is actually going to be a video about my pothos collection and my plans for the other pothos I want. I plan on collecting most known pothos, except for there are some, such as the skeleton key, which I just think are ugly. And my categorization of pothos, I guess, includes epipremnums as well as scindapsuses. I know scindapsuses aren't technically pothos. Whatever, some people consider philodendrons pothos. I don't, because their care is so different. So I'm going to go over my pothos collection. First up is the one, the only, golden pothos. Now, this one hasn't been growing as well for me as a lot of my other pothos in my collection, but over break, I wasn't watering it because I was gone, and since then, it's just been like growing like crazy. I guess I just needed to neglect it for a month for it to start growing. But I've had this one for, it was like my 6th plant or something. I've had it for ages. And this is how far or how much it's grown in that short period, in that long period of time, sorry. So hopefully it will start growing like a weed like all my other ones have been. I just really want to see it get huge. Also, there's a new leaf coming here. I'm excited. Next is the monster of a plant that I have, my Enjoy pothos. This is my longest pothos currently. I want to propagate it simply because only like 2 shoots are getting long, but at the same time the top isn't like bare, it just has some empty spots. So I might just propagate it to fill in those spots. But look at it. Look at it. I love her. I love her. Yeah, see, it's still pretty full on the top. I'm not worried. And there are a lot of shoots that are getting there, just haven't gotten over the pop yet. So that is my Enjoy. Next up is my beautiful neon pothos. Back when I was still active on my plant Instagram, which, by the way, I'm no longer using it, so I'll just be posting my plants on my normal hobby haul. But this used to be my longest pothos. It's still, don't get me wrong, it's still huge, and it's very full on this side. I'm trying to untangle the different shoots. Also, I found out my Enjoy actually has 4 different branches, I guess, coming down. They're just all tangled. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. I love him. I'm just trying to get him to cooperate with me. Here we go. There we go. I think most, if not all, of these shoots have a new leaf coming. Let me just take that guy out. But this has been my favorite pothos for a while, just because I love more yellowy plants, especially ones that don't look like they're dying. And this one, once again, used to be my longest, and it used to grow like crazy for me. It still is, but not nearly as crazy as it used to. And a lot of the nodes that were in the soil have died off, so this side is almost completely bare. Hopefully I can fill it up. Since it is so long, I can just chop and prop. But yeah, that is my neon pothos. Next up is this small beaut, my Cebu blue pothos. It's very bare here. I'm planning on chopping it and putting this branch. You know what? Where are my scissors? No, don't fall. Just got significantly shorter than it was 3 seconds ago. But that'll make it more full and everything too. I'm gonna leave that to sit out until the end of the video. But this is my this is my seafood blue pothos. And over break, this one suffered quite a bit because it is in a smaller pot, so it doesn't retain water as much. And that's where that like leggy part came from. But overall, everything seems to be doing good. For a while, the leaves wouldn't uncurl simply because it was being neglected for so long. And there is a node I stuck in the ground here I'm looking at to see if any new growth has come out, but doesn't look like it, unfortunately. So yeah, that's my seaweed blue. Kind of sad compared to my other pothos, but I did get it in a 2-inch pot, so frankly it's gone a long way from there, and I'm proud of this little guy. You guys are gonna make fun of me for this one, but this is my my jade pothos. This guy was not bare up here, but all of the leaves died off while I was on break, and so now it's just kind of leggy, and I'm scared to chop it just because it is still growing so good, but it's also not feasible for me to wrap it around the pot right now. So in order for me to get it to be more full and better, I got this from a 1-leaf cutting, by the way, which is why it's only 1 stem. I would need to cut at the base, which is scary, evidently. Eventually, I'm probably going to do it once I stop being a baby about it. Maybe once this leaf unfurls, I'll do that. But unfurls and hardens, because I don't want it to die. For now, this is a sad little being that it is. Next up is my Marble Queen. Another absolute beauty. This leaf pisses me off though. Why did you do that? But, oh, it actually needs water. Perfect. I have propagations that need to be potted up, but I was waiting for the soil to get dry so I could water it so the propagations don't die. It also has these Snow Queen leaves, which I think I might take out of the pot just so I can just have a separate Snow Queen plant. But I'll wait for that to get longer before I do that. And then there's this new leaf that is also extremely white, so I think I took all the variegation from this guy. Hold on, I want to pot this up. I'm super excited that I can do this. Hold on. Anyways, this is now my marble queen. Super long too. This is why I keep chopping her. She just doesn't stop growing. That's what I love about pothos. Next up is the pothos that annoyed me for the longest time because it wouldn't grow because it's a freaking big box store plant, but you know, that's how they are. Okay, we're good, but it's my global green pothos. Look at those beautiful leaves. This was the same sort of situation as my golden. It was not growing for me at all. Probably because the soil is absolute, just, it's the worst. It's the worst. And I'm not repotting it until I need to. But now it's growing again and it's making me happy. I got this for, I think, 20 bucks at like Lowe's, I think. Yeah. And now that it's finally growing for me, I am excited to chop it up, propagate it, and have some fun. So that's my global green. Next up is another epipremnum. It is my Baltic blue. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. This is another one I got, as you can see from the pot. No, I got my global green from Walmart. This one I got from Lowe's. And I mean, it's been growing for me. I know I should probably stake it, but I do not currently have any stakes. So it's just gonna have to be a viner for a little bit. These leaves are gorgeous. All the new leaves, none of them are fenestrated. That's okay though, because I know it's a climber. And it's beautiful either way. Like, this one actually surprisingly has a pretty full pot still. Not a lot of the older leaves have died off, which is awesome. Obviously some have, but not nearly as much as like my global green did. So that is my Baltic blue. Next up, please don't panic when I show you this, I will give you an explanation, is my epipremnum aureum. Now, its leaves are curled, not because I haven't watered it, but because they've been curled since I've come back from vacation. None of them have died off at all, so I think the plant's okay. It's just, they're being dumb. They're being very dumb. And I think it's going to be the same sort of situation as the Cebu blue, where the leaves are going to be curled until one day they decide not to be. So that's what it looks like for now. Hopefully it'll get better soon, but it still has some heft to it, so I know it doesn't need water. We'll see. Then I have a couple more, which are more Scindapsuses that are not technically pothos, but you know, technically the did I say epipremnum aureum? Scindapsus pictus argyrius, that one is known as the satin pothos. These don't really have like pothos names, but they're Scindapsuses, so I'm showing them anyway. First is my Scindapsus Moonlight. It's just so pretty. Scindapsus trubii are so gorgeous, and it's growing. It's growing. This one I think was also Lowe's find. I bought it at the same time as my Baltic blue. It is absolutely stunning, and I want the dark form so bad, but gotta be patient until it comes to stores because soon. I'm expecting it soon. So that is my Scindapsus Moonlight. Last but not least, the plant I broke my first plant ban for, my Scindapsus pictus exotica. It has barely grown since I got it. Maybe a little bit of length on this side. There's one new leaf over here, but it pretty much looks the same. I still love it though. It's gorgeous. And at least I know how to take care of it now. when I first got it, leaves were going down like crazy. Like, for every new leaf that grew, another one died, which is probably why it hasn't gotten much bigger. But once I realized that these leaves curl when I need to water them, that's all I've been doing, and it's going great. They thrive off of neglect. It's fantastic. So that is the last of my pothos collection. So that's it for my pothos collection. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, and if you want more videos like this where I show off my different varieties of plants, I can definitely do that. Keep in mind though, I don't really have a lot of varieties of any other type of plant. Pothos are just kind of my thing, and if I did, most of them are dead. There is a syngonium over there that is 3 brown leaves. I just am too lazy to deal with that. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Bye. This leaf hasn't hardened off yet. That's okay. It's gonna be okay.